everybody, welcome. It's the round 9 preview. Once again, I'm here joined by the lovely Melly. Sit down, Melly, have a treat. Or give me a high five. No, nothing, alright. We actually found out, oh, look at that, she wants a hug. She's consoling me after my loss this week. That's alright, Millie, we'll win this week, I promise. Yeah, thanks for the kiss. Anyway, we actually found out where Melly goes when she disappears. And we actually sneaked the video and have a look at this.
A secret admirer. I've been watching you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. Your love is strong, ready to get my...
There she goes. Does the old running man Millie does. That's where she goes missing. So that's all right. You have fun, Millie, on the beach. Enjoy the day. That's okay. But we're going to go do the review on a disappointing round 10. Rather disappointing round 10. But anyway, let's start it off with Maltese Falcons getting defeated by Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy 316, Maltese Falcons 309. Now, just to let you all know, I haven't seen any scores or anything. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it all, so you're all going to surprise me. See how you all go. I see Charlie Dixon kick 5 goals, 30 points. Well done, Charlie Dixon. Defeating Jack Watts at 13. The Crow and Gunston pretty much evened themselves out, 35 and 30. Jack Stevens and Paddy Dangerfield, who are going to swap colours in 2 weeks' time. Dangerfield got 78 utility, Jack Stevens got 92. Prestia in the midfield, Prestia got about 8 tackles as well, I think. So he actually did quite well. So there's one thing for you there. Fennick to look at, but he got 46 points and Josh Kelly got 40, whereas for Seek and Destroy, James Kelly was a bit down at 36 and Dylan Shields got 47. Both rucks, I mean, Cruiser had a great game. I think he got 12 tackles, 9 clearances. That's pretty phenomenal. But in terms of a ruckman, both of them, 20, Zach Smith got the most with 20, and Cruiser got 18. And as for the halfbacks, Pritter's probably had one of his worst games. Both halfbacks actually, between them, had 38 handballs between them. So 63 to Cripps, 56 to Pritters, and the tacklers 7 to Robinson, 14 to Plixvas. Plixvas, however you say his name. So that's that there. From what I understand though, and I actually did see this, Armitage had 17 tackles. He's about to go Seek and Destroy's team, but that's a pretty good effort, 17 tackles. Been a lot of high tackling games this year. Tom Nichols as interchange for Fennick for some reason, don't know why. Ollie Wines, I don't know how he did. Actually, I don't know how anyone did, to be honest. But there we go. Seek and Destroy 1. I think he moved to 5 wins, if I'm not just mistaken. But so well done there. And Fennick, you're still on top of Michael, so that's something to look at. All right, we'll go to the next game now. High scoring Renegades. Probably the best team of the competition today. That's in-house joke. Defeated Jacob Jabronis, who have really hit a bit of a rut. Renegades 342, Jabronis 275. So if we have a look at it, if we have a look at the games here, Hawkins got 8 points in the forward. Bruce got only 14. Rewalt, I think he's had like 4 games where he's had 10 marks, 15 kicks. That was pretty good. That's 40 points. Where Lynch, only 2 goals against West Coast. Did all right. It was the only one that really played for him, and Abbott were the only ones that really played for Gold Coast in that game. But Lynch got 28. John Lewis, the highest amount of possessions ever for a 250th game. 97 as utility, 25 kicks, 2 goals, 1 goal, only 2 tackles though. But he was a great game. I was actually at the game, and Lewis was pretty good. It's probably the best game I've seen him play this year. And Luke Parker though, 39 only as utility. Got to be his worst game of the year. I mean, Tom Mitchell was pretty awesome, and he had him as a tackler. He got 31 points as a tackler. But Parker had his worst game of the year there. Bernie Vince didn't have a very good game in the midfield. And Montagna, 40. Probably low for Montagna this year, to be honest. Whereas Aaron Hall and Lockie Hunter, 48 and 34 for Stiff. In the rucks, Mumford got 36, with Jacobs got 27. Jacobs hasn't been as dominant as what he usually is this year, so there we go. And Zach Merritt as a halfback, compared to Lockie Hill, they both actually leveled each other out, 62 and 63. So, and they've both been very consistent this year, to be honest. As for tackles, Barlow, I don't think even had a stat in the first quarter. So, for him to get 17 and 6 tackles is pretty good. And Tom Mitchell, as I said before, 31. Dusty Martin for Jacobs Jabronis. He's got to get a game sometime. At the moment, you're not playing Cochin, you're not playing Dustin Martin. They are both ripping it. And especially Dustin Martin have the highest possessions ever, 38. So you need to look at somehow bringing them into this team. Otherwise, maybe people need to try and make a trade with Houghton to see if they can get one of those players. Because he's got a few good players that he's not playing. As for Renegades, still looking for a tackler. I reckon you're fine, Stiff. He's sitting on top, so don't worry about anything there, mate. But if we go to the next game now, it's Rangers Anonymous. Very, very good score. 337. Well, that's a bastard of a score to lose on 337. But he actually got defeated by No Dumplings. Now, Dash, because you got your highest score for the year and you had a phenomenal game, we actually got in contact with Elizabeth Shue, and she wanted to do this for you. That's right. She said that because you're a high score, she dreamt that you kissed her. Dash. That's from Elizabeth Shue. I know you want it back in black, but Elizabeth Shue demanded that she got into the video to give that to you, Dash. So I hope you're happy with that. But as we go through the games, Eddie Betts, he had 2 contenders for goal of the year. And that, I reckon that was out of bounds, but anyway. 32 points for him, and Hogan got 22. So both full fours were pretty good, but as I said, Eddie Betts kicked 5. Steve Johnson was a letdown for Dash on 12. So, you know what's actually, every team that's got a really high score, like a 360, 370, 380, there's always been one player that's been really bad. So imagine if all the players were pretty consistent there. Taylor Walker, though, half forward for Kenner, 55 points. Great effort. I think it was the half forward of the week this week. Kicked the 5 goals. That's 2 weeks in a row where he's kicked 5 goals, so well done. Selwood, probably for the 3rd week in a row, has had a below par utility game, only 57 points this week. And Scott Perrenderry got 83, so he was back to his best. Heath Shaw, only 22 kicks this week, and only 46 points. So that's a bit of a letdown for Heath Shaw, considering he got 75 last week. And Bryce Gibbs got 51. Now, Bryce Gibbs has been in great form. He's been really good this year, so that's amazing. But he got 51. And as for the midfield for Rangers, Boyd 39, Mitchell 38. So that's below their performance there. That's not very good. Oh, Melly, how was your little day at the beach? Did you have fun? See, now Mick's going to complain that the camera's going to go out of focus, and he purposely put Melly through the camera there. So anyway, Hampson... Sorry about that. Hampson got 33 in the ruck, and Grundy got 27. Dash, Grundy plays Port next week, so I reckon he's going to have a big game. And as for the halfback, Zorko 67. He had a pretty good game, but he was beaten by Josh Kenny, who got 87. Josh Kenny had a great game, 12 tackles, I think 35 possessions or something. And Kieran Jack apparently was on world record pace, didn't quite get there though, Dash. And he got 39 as a tackler, best tackler of the week. And Liam Shills, who's always been good, 9 tackles as well, 26. I don't know how anyone else went, if you could have played anyone else, guys, but 337 and 377, teams are pretty good, so you can't complain about that one. So we'll move on to the next game now. It's Arse Kickers United lost to Iron Rolling 305 to 323. Wingard was alright. Josh Kenny kicked a couple of goals. Tyler Adams got injured. Jack Viney was injured and got suspended. Buddy was alright. Should have played Cyril. Look at that. Ellis, Simpson, and Hickey all got 44 points. His utility got 43. Sly got 70. Henry got 68. But anyway, don't worry about that game. Let's move to the next one. Well done, Coley. Bastard. Should have played Cyril. Oh, and bad luck because Taylor Adams is going to be out for 4 weeks. So unlucky, Coley. But so is Jack Viney. But anyway. And Scott Thompson on his last legs. Anyone want him up for trade? Probably got to talk about this because Mockle wants the game to go running with the scores. But anyway, and he's staying here on purpose to rub it into me. Mick, you're bottom, I'm not, so get over it. Anyway, Coley, I'm happy to meet you in the finals if I meet you in the finals, mate, because you are one of 2 teams that are averaging under 300 points. You're still crap. Yeah, you're on a bit of a roll, but you're still crap. Anyway, next game, Mick, roll it. That's enough. Sick of it. Well done, Coley. Next one. Bastard. 4 of my losses, 2 of them come to him. Anyway, now, Michael picked me up from the airport last night. First of all, he last week said that Sugar Daddy's was a bit of a car crash. He was getting smashed after 4 losses in a row. he made me play that video. Well, we've actually got the rest of that video now, and here it is. There we go. So here we go. So he actually walked away from the car crash and survived that. And let's be honest, it was still a bit of a car crash if you think about it, because he won on 287 and he got, I know you didn't play Gaza, but very lucky because Gods of Olympus, who you bet, who got 280. So 27, 280. When Michael picked me up from the airport last night, he actually stopped by the Toll True Value Solar System Center, whatever it's called, and actually knocked on the door and was demanding the find why Leuenberger wasn't playing and why Leuenberger was dropped. Obviously, at 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, no one is going to answer him. But that's right, Michael will cry if he wants to. Crying at the True Value Solar System Centre, whatever it's called. Anyway, Jeremy Cameron only got 6, kicked 1 goal. Jarryd Wayne only got 15, pathetic. Tippett didn't even kick a goal, should have played him in the ruck. Mickey would have won. Jack Rewalt, 28 as a half forward. He's been playing well, but he's not getting very scores. So, yeah, Tippett, Mick Tippett would have got you 40 as a ruckman, so I'm laughing at that. Robbie Gray, 68, back in utility. Yes, Gazza did play. Lucky he didn't play Mark Murphy because he only played 10 minutes of the game. But Robbie Gray got 68, whereas Goldstein for me got 84. McRae had a great game, 49 in the midfield, and still sold on 44. So you're going to lose McRae soon. You're going to get Pritis, so that makes up for it. And Callum Ward, disappointing, 25, DeLeo 32 for there. Clinico probably had his worst game he's had in about 4 or 5 weeks. Only got 56 as a half back. And Trelaw, 67. That's about what he actually gets. He actually is averaging that. So very, very consistent Trelaw. The difference in this game was the ruck. Any ruck that plays Port Adelaide dominates. This week, Max Gorn got 56 points. 48 of those were hitouts. Whereas Michael's ruckman, Josh Caddy, only got 5. Should have left for Solo in the goals, Mick. Should have played, or even Petrie. He'd probably get no goals and played Tipper as a ruck, who got 40. But oh well. You were the one who wanted to let to go 3 ruckmen for some reason. And yes, I don't know why Leuenberger didn't play, but it is your party and you can cry if you want to. As for the tacklers, Dowhouse only 18 and Shuey got 14. But that's that game there. So disappointing for Mick, but both those teams' scores were pretty low. So, well, Sugar wins a win, so well done. Now, if we just go to the round 10 leaders, best players of the round, a couple of Adelaide boys in the at the forward lines. Eddie Betts was the full forward of the week, got 32 points. Charlie Dixon very close behind, got 30, and Jesse Hogan got 22. As for the half forwards, Walker got 55, Kennedy 50, and Rewalt 40. Utility, Louis 250, Geordie 97 points, Jack Stevens 92, and Goldstein 84. As for the midfielders, no dumplings. Bryce Gibbs got there with 51, followed by Jackson McRae on 49 and Lockie Hunter on 48. Ruxman was Big Maxi Gore, taking his spot back as a premium ruckman of this game. He got 56. Tom Hickey 44 and Nick Nat Nui 39. I'm sick of Nick Nat sharing the ruck with Scott Lysett. Actually, Jabronis, you should try Lysett as a utility one week. At the moment, anyway. Halfback, no dumplings got 87. Swallow got 70 and Hanbury got 68. That was actually a real good competition, Swallow and Hanbury, because they were actually playing on each other on Friday night, and there we go, they both almost got the same score. That's for tacklers. 2 Sydney boys there. Kieran Jack 39, Tom Mitchell 31, and Liam Shields got 26. As for the ladder, we have a new leader. I don't know if it's the first time this year, probably not, but after having a 3-game lead over the competition, Rangers Anonymous are no longer on top. They have actually lost 3 games in a row, and they have been overtaken by what I said was the worst team in the competition, but obviously now the best, Renegades. Renegades are on top by 1 point. Points 4, 3, 2, 1, 8. Rangers Anonymous 3, 2, 1, 7. And they're the only teams that are actually averaging over 320 so far. So there we go. I'm rolling somehow. He's third. Not somehow, he's beating me twice, so I can't really say too much. But he's beating me twice, the bastard. So he's third on 24 points. Still averaging under 300, Coley, and you've got a negative points difference of -7, so you're not really doing that well. So I'll be glad to play you in the finals. Ask Kickers United himself on 22 points, and rounding out the 5 is Jacobs Jabronis, 5 and 5 on 20 points. They are tied with Sugar Daddies on 20, and bottom of the ladder 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, Second Destroyer on 20 as well. He too is averaging under 300. As for No Dumplings, they moved to 16 points now, game out of the 5. Not quite on point. You have another big week to get the point difference back. Maltese Falcons on 12. They are 2 games out of 5. And Michael, last year's champions, still champions obviously, on 10 points. Good healthy score of 380 a game, but you know your percentage is no good and you're bottom of the ladder mix, so get over it. He's trying to tell me his percentage is good, but it's not. Anyway, that's the ladder. I'm sorry. Michael is only 2.5 games out of the 5. I've got to read a cue here, boys. He healthy points 4. Is that it? All right, there we go. I had to read the cue for Michael. So that's that week. This week's game, Richmond versus North Melbourne Friday night in Tassie. So think about the conditions. Could be some good tacklers or lots of kicks or something going on there. So think about that. Might be windy and cold. Might not be a day for the forwards. So who knows? Don't forget, mid-season draft. Where we're having it, I don't know. I think Collie wants everyone to jump on his deck and have the draft there. I'm happy for an online draft. We may be down now. I don't think our mate from WA is coming over. So we probably will be down. But let us know what you want to do. If everyone's happy to go to Newborough, let's do it. If we're happy to go to a pub and have lunch or whatever, let us know. Otherwise, yeah, someone put up their house. You can come to my mum and dad's if you want. I don't really care. It's not my house and they'll get over it. So thanks for everyone. Short review this week, 17 minutes. We made it. See you later. Coley.